What you doing, Nick?
Go racing! It's my turn today. After yesterday's triumphs and tribulations, it's my turn to break my shit.
See if we can't hurt your car as well.
See if we can break my shit. What's a good 6-week break to our next event without pulling engines out? I just really hope that track isn't too ripped up from what it was yesterday, because that track was amazing yesterday. A whole bunch of street cars and a whole bunch of street tires, which makes me really sad. But I'm thinking it might be a situation where I teach you where to put me on the racetrack and we go over to the side, because I reckon it'd probably be good on the side, because these idiots won't know where to.
You mean this is a day where we teach me how to misalign you at the start line and push you straight into that wall again? Which one's your favourite side? I reckon we go for the other one this side.
We can go to the right side this time, I guess.
So yesterday we were here. We were supposed to come here on Thursday to do this. It was supposed to be 2 test days, but it ended up only being 1, and they cancelled Nick's one, so that's why we're here on a Saturday instead. Poor Nick here has had to put up with me and Talisa giving him shit the entire time. And every time he touches the suspension, I video it and send it to Danny from Spot On, who hates how high Nick's put the rear of this. You're not lifting your suspension, are you, Nick? What was that?
Nothing, man.
Tell me about raising a car.
Without a phone.
Are we not raising the car, Nick? Is that what you just said? Are you telling me that that's too low? Nick, is this too low? That's pretty low.
Just leave me alone. Like I said, I don't have a choice.
He does have a choice, it's just he doesn't like to admit what the choice is.
Someone had some ET Street R255s. I'm happy to pay for them and lower the backpack down. Problem is, at 275s, there's no fucking room and the car squats so hard.
Maybe get better offset wheels, mate. Let's hope it runs on all 8 cylinders.
All 8 injectors would be nice. How's that new starter motor though?
It sounds like a Hilux.
It does, yeah.
The Willowbane this time are actually nice enough to tell us that they move screw nearing instead of letting us work it out on the start line. Yeah, we'll sign on and then we'll
come right back.
Stuff about, top your oil level up and then head out on track.
We'll drop the front of the belly pan, clean it off, make sure there's nothing in there.
Did you want to lower your rear suspension or lift it?
I do want to lift it, but
do you want to lift it?
I think we'll do. I don't. The peer pressure from peers. Do so.
He's gonna lift it.
I might lift it.
There's one thing this car needs, Nick, is more clearance in the rear.
It really does.
Doesn't it?
It really does.
Oh, there you go.
I heard the GoPro turn on.
Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. It's pointing in the direction in which we travel. It's on its way to fuck something.
Yes.
Nick
didn't appreciate my cock drawing skills.
It's a terrible cock. It's just a horrible drawing.
Does yours not look like that?
Are they supposed to look like that?
Oh God, one of us is wrong, Nick. Now I'm worried.
You know what we have to do now? We have to compare.
Talisa, turn away. What do we got to do now?
Spark plugs, tire pressures.
I'll get tire pressures in. What's happened, Nick?
There's a lot of oil in this
hey, that's a lot of oil.
Spark plug tube. As I pulled it, it's like, oh my God. I honestly think it's the breather. I don't think it's breathing enough. It's pushing it out of every other fucking spot.
Oh God, that's a lot of oil. Probably can't see it. Spark plug, oil, and dry again.
I do know how to fix it, but it's
you just let it go into the cylinder.
Take the rock cover off and put the seals in inside out. And I've got a feeling I'm going to take the rock cover off.
Look at that oil.
Yeah, it's just a bit gooey. Good start.
Get the motor in the rest. It'll be fine. They haven't even made it out on track yet and it's already broken and getting pulled apart.
Stop being so fucking pessimistic, mate. This hasn't been touched since Coralbin, so like, I mean, we did drive it home from Coralbin. So this leak could have been going on for a while now and I have no idea.
I think we did know about it.
Oh no, there's been a leak forever.
And like all good jobs, we drop one of the bolts into the under tray.
This under tray's not too hard to get to.
At least with this one, you can kind of jack the back of the car up and it'll roll to the front.
2, 1 and 4 are a little bit leaky.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, because it's hot, just because it's in a running engine. What I need is this flat blade screwdriver.
Best I can do is a pry bar.
Hey, guess what?
You're gonna fuck that up.
It's still hot.
Did you bring any sealant? You did?
I bought the creme de la crop of sealant.
Ooh.
This stuff will seal your butthole shut.
I think there will be rock solid because he forgot he hasn't fucking used it in a year.
No, that lives in the fridge.
So it'll be cold and hard.
Just the way I like it.
Yeah, that looks fucking dog shit. I can't imagine why that's leaking, eh?
This is the stuff that you seal your head gasket with copper. Like, this is literally the shit that will seal anything.
Does it smell like fucking vinegar?
Yeah, it does.
You sure?
Not sure.
Smell it?
Maybe it's off. Fuck off, dickhead. I knew you were gonna do that.
But you trusted me, Nick, and I let you down.
I trusted you and you fucked me over.
You shouldn't have trusted me.
It's still on my nose because it's gonna hurt coming out of my nose hairs.
Oh, Dal.
Spit on it.
Oh, fuck!
Hey, come here.
Ah! Jake's joking off.
Oh.
What have we learnt, Nick?
Do not trust Jake.
Well, that went in way too easily.
No, it's covered in sealant. It's not going anywhere.
It's going somewhere.
This one's good.
Maybe you should just leave it.
No.
I think you should just leave it.
I think Jake's right.
Do you too?
There's no point of fucking doing 3 and not 4.
So excited to say it. To say.
Is this the rocker cover off your old Hilux?
No, but this rocker cover has had a lot of welding.
It's
We're
fine.
at the racetrack, you know what that means? You do things to make things work, to get back on the racetrack.
Actually,
Admittedly, we've
never
had the whole week to sort this out.
Well, I
You
haven't
haven't
checked the
actually-
spark plug, so I haven't had all week. I'm just filling time in before Maddie gets in.
What'd you do, Nick?
I think we need to be recording.
I've got to get out of this habit, but I'm not filming Nick do dumb shit. Nick's pulling his tube seals out, got to the last one and split it.
Was it bad? Oh, fucking hell. Your son was being silly.
Hi, friend.
It wasn't me being silly. I was midway through pulling something and Jake's like, you're standing on something. I'm like, standing on what? Clink. Fuck!
Wait, hang on. How is
Don't
that possibly
like
my
that's
fault?
Jake's fault. It's not Jake's
I'm
fault.
blaming Jake.
The nerve of this boy.
Everything was going really well until the moment where Jake said something.
Typical day in the life.
Unreal.
Have this car that works fucking mint for Corelvin.
Does it though?
It even
Then he breaks it and blames me straight away.
It was your fault.
So, what have we got? Some seals coming?
Yes, they come as part of a rock cover gasket kit. So we're gonna hold rock cover gasket from Repco. Matty Spry's on his way out. He's gonna come pick them up for us.
We get to do my favourite thing of all time, which is get here ridiculously early to sit around and be one of the last cars out on
Hey, look how
track.
easy they come out now. They've already come out. Ready?
Lol.
I wouldn't have replaced these seals if they weren't leaky.
I wouldn't have replaced them, period.
Actually, you were suggesting not replacing them.
But actually, did I not say we should just lift the spark plug up, let the motor eat the oil, put the spark plug back down, run it until it clears itself out, and then change the plugs?
Yeah, but the problem is if you ran it until it cleared itself out, it would have just put more oil in it.
It was a slow leak. The tube wasn't full. Can we get out on track now?
Why would I ever leave?
When I put these 4 seals in, we can absolutely
Hey,
get
I
on.
at least got like 4 or 5 runs in before mine broke. It's a bit smoky.
Give it the fucking beans.
Well, if we put on the max, that's torque management shit all on too. Alright, let's fucking do this.
You ready?
Born ready. That track is still half decent. That's on, that's on. Do this. Well, that cut something. Maybe boost cut. Oh, it's dead. Uh-oh. No, that did, but it's dead. I still got compression, still starts. Can't be that bad. I reckon as I hit second, it hit a boost cut because I put more duty into it. Idiot! I shouldn't have taken the duty out of it. That's all right, it's all good. Let's go have another one in a minute. There's no stress, there's only half track, which means everything's still cool. We're good to go.
Hey, you dropped this.
What's that?
I have no idea. It fell off your car though. What's 60 foot?
140.
Because that fucking truck's dog shit.
That fucking launch was like, that's where it should be.
The launch looks good.
That felt good though. That 60 foot was 140. That's 200 off Kenda. It went 6-1 to the 8th at 90 mile an hour. It was out of it at like 400 feet. It's like boom.
You good?
Yeah.
Go again?
I'm good to go. Yeah, man. That was good. I'm actually kind of happy because it was less than an 8 mile pass, which means everything's still cool.
Has he fucked it? Look at Nick pretending like he knows what he's looking at.
Oh, not a clue. Not a clue. I know this one here that says differential fuel pressure is good because it's good. This is why I was so hyped about the whole 5 testing cars.
Oh, because there's no one in the test lane at all.
Did your tyres scrub?
And listen,
We'll check and see if you have to lift the rear. Nah, you've lifted it far enough.
this is when I really wish I had a bottle warmer. Hey, now I believe they're going to run all the bikes.
It was daytime when there was an oil down, and now it's nighttime.
He's like, there's a bit stoppage and they just finished the thingo, so we're going to run all the bikes. And I'm like, I'll race against the bike. I ain't scared. I'm bracket racer, but I can cut a light when I want to. That felt slow. I don't know if that was just because it was smooth or what, but it didn't feel that fast. It did feel cool on the start line though, to like hold it and then let it go and then hold it again, because it just came up way too fast. Good pass everybody, good pass. Quarter mile, full rip. No idea what it ran. I love this thing. When it works, this is cool. When it doesn't work, is not cool. Fucking love that G-force.
Did you go a 9.2?
929.
Yeah, you did.
148. Also, the trans got really hot, smelly hot.
I can smell it.
I got over the finish line and I'm like, as I was pulling back up, as I was driving up the turn, I'm like, that's a new smell. Oh, that's off eggs. Oh, that's the trans.
599 at 118. 929, 148.
142.60, so it slowed down a little bit in 60.
Yeah, turbo's still leaking. That's pretty fucking good.
Dude, I'm fucking happy with that.
That's
That's 0 changes from the 9.4. Just being able to have the launch where it needs to be. That's all that is. I'd say what's happening is the converter, I would guess, because our launch RPM on the converter is, or on the two-step is 5,500.
Yeah.
So I would guess and say the stall speed of the converter is bang on 5,500. And we're sitting on the stall speed, so it's trying to like lock and not lock, and trying to like engage and not engage, so it's heating the fluid up heaps. I reckon if we pulled like 300 RPM out of the lever, it wouldn't heat the trans up.
I reckon don't aim for a tree.
I mean, I
You
wasn't.
don't have to hold the
I honestly wasn't trying, and then I
seconds.
was like, I'm just gonna let it go, and then I saw the first amber, and I'm like, I'm already here, and I'm like, saw the second amber, put my foot down, and I heard it come on going, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. It's like, let's try and cut a light. 020.
They go 020.
Yeah, 027 on the tree.
Nice. What happened, mate? Oh, fuck.
As I just went to push this back in,
Oh, I got caught and fucking yeeted itself.
didn't even get caught. I was like trying to hold it and guide it, and as I'm like trying to hold it and guide it, it's like, oh, sick.
So done.
Done. No parachute, no running.
Really?
Absolutely.
Can I just go a bit slower?
It's not the reason we're out here, Talisa.
Well, then can I just go into the sand bay? I'll be fine.
I just got warm.
What?
Jake
I'm
only
wearing a
just
jumper
put his
now.
jumper on.
So everyone was complaining about let's go home, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
now
well,
we're ready.
Yeah, but you were in a good time. Now it was like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do that again.
how else can I gimme this?
Can we loop that and just use a cable tie and you just yank it with a cable tie? What's that caught on?
It's caught on something. On the boot, I reckon it's on that. Is it in there?
No, it's out. It's out of that.
I need a pair of pliers.
I got some. Hang on.
How far out are we? It's easy now.
See, if he just uses the pliers inside the car
say,
at the
if we
finish line,
actually-
he'd
we
be
could-
right, just grab it.
Multi-grip. I know this sounds really sketchy. If we just do something to hold that cable to that thing, we can make it round. It's not going to go anywhere.
Multi-grip.
No, because
What do you say, Mum?
Honestly, I believe at 150 I can pull it up. But what we need to do is hold the end of this to the lever somewhere. Even if we loop that over and put a zip tie around that to the lever. If I pull the lever, it'll move. It can't not move. Obviously, the issue is if something does happen, I need to be able to grab it quickly. But I know where it is. It's not like unnatural to grab it.
Why don't we get your safety cord that you'd normally use on the parachute and loop that around it? That full extension Nick's parachute lever comes too far forward. So what's happened is over time, it's put a heap of stress on here. And he's gone to push it in and it's actually snapped down at the back of the linkage itself. But the issue is, you actually pull the cable, it's like fucking tight. Like, that is so tight. Like my car, you can push the cable back up when you're refitting the parachute. Like if you don't get it in perfectly on the first try, it'll push the cable back up the guide. Hey Nick,
Yeah, mate.
your fucking parachute cable is ridiculously tight.
Okay.
I'm just
What do you want
saying.
me to do about that?
Okay, well I got an idea. Nick, where's those pliers? Cable only needs to work once, yeah?
Yeah, why?
Oh, there you go, it's going to work once, and then it's going to pull too far forward. Good as gold. If Nick dies on this pass because the chute doesn't open,
Let's just hope we don't get caught up in water in the next 15 minutes.
you'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I wonder if his armor strength can even reach that high. He's fucking...
Should we leave his zip tie dangling off the bottom in case he can't?
Nah, last thing you want is someone seeing it from outside the car and be like, you're not allowed to race with that.
Hey Jake, can you pull the cable out a little bit more?
That way?
Yeah.
No. That's where you're going to get.
Okay.
Feel confident?
Not at all.
Do you ever?
Yeah.
Just not this time.
I use two cable ties to use the only thing, to hold the only thing that's going to slow him down when he goes over the finish line after they put more boost in it.
We'll be right. Always is.
Changing the transport, but someone doesn't have any.
Now, Nick, I need you to repeat everything you already said, but again.
Transmission very smelly.
What does it smell like, Jake?
Rotten eggs.
It smells like rotten eggs. We run tractor fluid in these things, so when they go off, they smell really bad.
Lucky the trans is coming out next week.
Here's my dramatic reenactment of the events that transpired. Oh God, that's bad.
So authentic.
Well, we know the smell. I cooked one of these at Road Trip a couple of years ago. It's a really distinct smell when they do it. Maybe next one we won't chase the reaction time, mate. Nah, he's gonna go another reaction time, isn't he?
He 100% will.
I just realized that's a deer.
Does yours not look like that normally? Don't touch it, it gets messy. Hey, this pass though, use the foot brakes as well, just in case.
Nick Stick has dribbled all over the car. Nick Stick, the one that you drew,
Yeah.
it's dribbled down the car.
How come my car's leaking oil from the side? My car's leaking oil out of the door.
That's a new place for a 3RZ to leak oil from.
A Lexus door.
They actually don't normally leak from there.
You ready, Nick? Born ready. Hopefully a 9-1 or a 9-0. Are we going now? It fucking pulled out. I had no idea how fast that was, and I have no idea it spun, and I fucking pedaled the out of it. Because at the end of the day, you gotta go practicing how to fucking pedal the king. We're done. No idea what it ran. Chute cable is hanging out of it. People don't really talk about it, but this moment when you're stopped in the bottom and everything is quiet is a cool moment. When the chute's out of it, you've just done the thing. It's always a cool feeling when you've just come back from a pass. I don't know what it was, it would have been slow, but I don't know if I'm miling out. I pulled the chute a bit early when it stopped, so who knows. That's hanging out, we're done for the night. Oh, I'm happy. 920, baby. The entire goal for this car was 8-second street car. First full pass, 9.4, second full pass, 9.2. We're not too far off.
So we left the track and we're gonna get some shitty dinner. Well, that's it, we're pretty much done, aren't we? Yeah. Matty Spry got Talisa with a big old doddle and log.
Big old Simba.
929 at 148. It's about the best we got.
Very excited to see what doesn't turn up, but
I was like,
that perfectly correlated our 599 for Kenda.
Did it?
So, I'm happy. I put a parachute cable in the car, but besides that, I'm happy.
I reckon you could eat the whole thing in one mouthful. Oh, I didn't know you had a gag reflex.
didn't you?
Okay, we're done. Okay, thanks, bye. See ya.
Like and subscribe.